because you know me, I have a very special psych out process that I have to go. I have to get myself into a special little place in my mind before I can start shooting a video. You know this, Zane. Wait a minute. Okay. So what we got here today is a Trans World Electronics. This is the T500 series. This is a neat little amp, you guys. This is a solid state box. It's got 8 transistors in it, and it's rated for 500 watts on all bands. It's also got the Communications Concepts multi-band board installed with full-up remote. Now the reason this is even making it to video today is my buddy, Mr. Zane at Big Rig Radio. Give yourself a plug, Zane.
Big Rig Radio, 623-889-5500.
Yeah.
From Phoenix.
He brought this by today. He picked this up here last week, and he's passing through, and he wanted me to check it out for him real quick. And I was like, dude, we got to shoot a video of this thing. This amplifier is for sale. Don't call me. I'll put the phone number that you need to call in the comments below. I'll probably flash it somewhere about in this area. Right about here in the screen, probably right about this time too. The phone number that you need to ring to get your hands on this beautiful, beautiful work of art. This is easily a $1,500 box. It's all mode and all band. And the unobtainium remote, the reason that this is so expensive is because we have the unobtainium remote and it's in perfect mint condition. So you have full operations of the amplifier from 25 feet away. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the tin back on it. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to see the inside of it real close. This hasn't had a bunch of fingers in it. This is all factory on the inside, which makes it unique in its own. But we're going to put the tin on it. We'll set it up so it's right side up, and we're going to go through all the bands and all modes of operation with an ICOM 706 Mark II-G to demonstrate this thing running to you with the watt meters. So on that note, guys, give me just a minute. We're going to get the bench all configured to run this thing, and we're going to see about 500 watts plus out of each one of the bands that this thing operates on. Trans World, Trans Electronics. It's real close to a Metron. It has a lot of the same components in it, but laid out differently than what the Henry SS750's got on the inside. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so we got our TM500 set up. We got our ICOM 706 Mark II-G set up. We got the remote in line. Got this bird meter with a 2 through 30 megahertz slug going forward, firing into the box to show input power. We have our 1000 watt slug in PEP, 1000 watt slug in average, which is going to read real close to the PEP because we're going to operate mostly in sideband this evening. 5 watt slug in reverse, back from the bird, 10,000 watt dummy load. And we're going to run at 14 volts today. Move that wire. We're at 14 volts. The bottom gauge is going to show you the amperage consumption of the radio and the amplifier, which is very important. This is a 500 watt max power, very, very clean amplifier, and that's the thing, it's clean. So we're not going to get huge numbers out of this, but the power it produces is very clean. Now, the amp section is only about this big. The rest of this huge thing here is heatsink. Okay, so the band selector board sits on the back side of this thing. But you need this big heatsink. This is about the same length as like a Sweet 16, but twice as wide. Now we're going to run the entire thing, the entire time, in the remote positions. We're going to use the remote to run it. This is actually a breaker. So if at any point this thing pulls too much, it'll reset itself and shut off. It's a 75 amp breaker, so right there. So you run that in the reset mode. This is your amperage draw. But these would be your band selectors if you didn't have the unobtainium, rare, and impossible to find remote. So in the off position, the amp's off. Now it's set up to run 2 through 30, 3 megahertz through 5, 5 through 8, 8 through 15, 15 through 30. So we're going to start down on 160 meters. We're at 160 meters, and we're on lower sideband. Here's our input drive. Hello, audio. Now what I got tied on here, what this wire is, it goes down to a foot pedal here that I'm going to step on. What you'd use from your radio is going to be the amplifier key jack. This runs on a soft key circuit, so you don't have to have a separate keyer. or you could just have a foot pedal. But most radios have out the accessory jack, an amp keyboard. So let's step on a pedal. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Roughly the same numbers. Hello, audio. And that's with the Mark II G smoking into it, full jizz. So now we're going to hop up. We're going to go to 80 meters. Click the knob to 80 meters. Step on the pedal. First, we'll show drive. Hello, audio, audio, audio. Kind of like I went through before I even started filming and set the whole thing up. Yeah, imagine that. Hello, audio. Roughly the same numbers. It's always amazed me, Zane, how the CBAMers always think that peak power is BS, but when you go to sideband, it puts almost roughly the same numbers out there. It's amazing to me how that works.
Crazy, huh?
The modes of operation are the same. Modulated carrier versus AM. Okay, so we're going to jump on up. Now we're right at the edge of the tune portion here. If you see it, it's 5 through 8. So we're right at the edge of that. Hello, audio. Step on the pedal. Hello, audio. There's our 500 watts again. Nice and smooth, perfectly clean power. So, here we are on 20. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Nice clean power. Now we're going to step on up, and we can go, let's just go all the way up to 10 meters here. Flip the switch to the last position, 10 meters. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. That's our drive. Hello, audio. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to pull that 5 watt slug out. I'm going to hook up my line section for the spectrum analyzer. And we're going to show you what we mean by clean power that doesn't deviate too far side to side. Alright, give us just a second. Okay guys, so we got the little line sniffer hooked up. So this meter no longer reads anything at all. And these are our 2 watt gauges. This is going to be our drive wattage, but we're on 28 megahertz, so we're in the middle of the 10 meter band, and we're on AM. Here's our spectrum analyzer, and we're set up right now with the dispersion of 100 kc. So we're 100 kcs wide. So from the center reference, which this is our principal, side to side is 50 kcs wide. Now as we induce the audio into the carrier, we're going to see it step over about 5 kcs. So it's going to occupy a total worth of 5 kcs bandwidth. Hello, hello, audio. Okay. So I step on the pedal. Hello, audio. Hello. That's on the pedal. Off the pedal. Hello, audio, 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 audio. So the principal, the radio, is actually dirtier than with it being amplified. And that's because of that low pass filter bandpass board that's on the back of the amp. So let's re-verify those results. Hello, audio. Putting a 20 whole watt carrier into this thing. Hello, audio. Step on the pedal. Hello, audio. Getting our 400 watts of peak envelope power out of it. Hello, audio. It's on the pedal. Hello, audio. Off the pedal. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So what I mean by clean power? Clean power. Alright guys, legal limit, all band, all mode, fully functional, including the amp gauge. Check it out. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Yeah, we're in upper sideband. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. Fully functional, all band, all mode. TM500. It's that simple. On, off, all modes of operation. So guys, if you're interested in this thing, you're going to call who? Not me. You're going to call who?
Zane at Big Rig Radio. 602-770-5327.
You know, you guys speak up like you got a set of huevos on you, man. Try it one more time.
Zane at Big Rig Radio. 602-770-5327.
Give him a shout. He'll tell you what the price is on this thing, and he'll get you squared away. Gentlemen, my name is BBI. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Come check us out. Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Snipchat, mister. Man, we're all over the place. One more multi-band mobile solid state box brought to you by BBI. And this thing, in a condition of 1 to 10, this would be a 9. With the remote, which is completely on titanium. It is in really great condition, by the way. This is an auxiliary for the foot pedal or the radio hookup. Yeah, I'd put this in the class of 10 because this is almost completely stock. And just so you know, here's the serial number on the amp, if anybody ever needed to know. Trans World Electronics, T500M. See you guys.